Life is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I feel like a new man. Like I really feel like a lot's happened in the last 2 months. A lot of mindset shifts. A lot of my health has gotten so much better. Bro,
you look skinnier. You look
skinnier. But my
up.
anxiety is down because when I had first met you, I was having anxiety attacks, bro. I was really having bad anxiety. I was hiding it well. I was just so burnt out. And now I'm coming into new paradigms with game, with life, and things are moving fast.
Yes.
Things are moving fast. I'm ready to scale. And yeah, man.
I love that.
How about you? How's Bali?
Bali's been amazing, bro. Like, you think you get used to it, but because there's so many transient people and it's like people that bring new energy and new mindset, like you always stay stimulated and
You never get bored here, do you?
Never.
But what do you think about the people here? Do you think that you're meeting like quality, down to earth, amazing, open-minded, genuine friendships here? Or do you feel like you're just having a lot of fast interactions?
I'm always looking for those deeper connections.
Yeah.
But they're the most rare to find.
Yeah.
These people, they're just transient, they're just a bit more surface level. But when you do find a couple, you don't need 100. You need like 5 to 10 people that you're like deeply connected with, and then you're set for life. Like you get all your fulfillment from those people, the deep talks, the support, emotional support.
Okay, so I'll tell you what I was just going through mentally a second ago. So we've just been doing random opens. I feel like I have a tendency when I'm out at the bar to put my heart out on my sleeve. You ever feel like that? I want to tell someone who I am, get to know them, try to find this connection with random people without vetting and screening if they're cool, and kind of like getting vulnerable and telling people too much about myself. And then inevitably, if it gets awkward or they just ditch me and they run away or they just whatever, they have a selective focus flip and they're just like, whatever. I feel like almost hurt, like emotionally hurt at the bar for no fucking reason. It's kind of gay and it's kind of dumb because you're at the fucking bar. And I find that I've been surrounded by nightlife and fast interactions, and I think I'm at a point where when I'm talking to people, I want to be very, very careful with who I actually let in and who I actually try to vibe with, because I feel like I'm getting to a point where I want to screen more. Massive screening, small interactions with everyone and talk to everyone and vibe, but just really like looking at somebody and thinking, like, are they cool? Like, are they really cool enough for me to be around them? Like, are they genuinely my type in their personality? And stop chasing. I feel like I'm always this chasing and chasing and chasing. And it's fucking exhausting, bro. I just feel so mentally drained sometimes from doing it. And I find that, like, it's just annoying. So I find that I want to go more in this, like, choosing paradigm where I look at someone and I think to myself, are they cool? Like, do I want to actually talk to them? If yes, let's do it. If no, then no. And then, I don't know, that's basically it. So even when we were doing the interviews, we were walking up to random people asking for something. Even that's draining. It's just like, hey, do you want to be in my interview? Half these people are fucking lame. And that's just how I see it. I see most people as fucking lame. I see most people as snobbish. I see most people as not people I want to vibe with. I want to be more selective. Now, maybe that's my mind, that's my ego. Maybe that's not a good thing, but I just I'm tired of trying to vibe with everyone. And what my friend just said was so powerful. All you need is 5 to 10 people who truly fulfill you to make you feel good. Like, you don't need to be friends with everyone. So now when I'm doing cold approach, I'm conflicted sometimes because I'm like, well, I want to mass approach and talk to as many people as possible. But then I also, I don't want to talk to everyone, and I don't want to vibe with everyone, and I want to be a little bit more selective with who I vibe with. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. And I don't know.
Coming from a place of power. It's from a place of power rather than scarcity, right? Like, you're like, I'm not doing that unless it's benefiting me, and rather than, oh yeah, please, 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 like being my,
Okay. Yeah, peeking you speaking. You peeking you speaking.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, it's not too late, bro. You could just send it here. Boom, go. Send it. He's gonna go for it, cause she's hot, and he looked at her like 4 or 5 times. You're not doing it? No?
The guy got in the way, they went there. Like...
No. If it's just that, then just go in now. Go in straight. I'll go in with nice. But do you ever feel like I'm really starting to get into a paradigm where I'm just like, it's not me.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, no, wait. It's not fucking me. Wait, no, I'm actually cool, it's not me. I don't know, I don't want to sound, like, as I say it, I'm like, I kind of sound fucking full of myself and cocky. And sometimes it is me, if I'm awkward or nervous. For the most part, I'm going in and I'm just like, why do I gotta try? I mean, I will connect with people who I want to connect with, but I don't want to try, and I don't need to try. I don't need to, like, put myself into this lower position trying to chase and get the validation and ask all these questions and keep a conversation going that's not going. I will bring my best game forward. I'll be as fun as possible, as free from alcohol as possible, as fucking cool as possible. And if they can't reciprocate that energy, then fuck it. Because I'm not trying. So I'm always like, even that last interaction, I was just like, cool. And they all looked like, had these weird faces, and I was just like, I don't know, this was a weird group. I don't really want to go here.
Do you know what the weird thing, sorry, but do you know what the weird thing about that as well was, when they walked past earlier, I checked them out, and then the one with the curly hair, she looked back, and I looked at her, and I was like, okay, they're definitely they're definitely on it. And then we go up there, and then it's like, really fucking awkward conversation. They were nice, but yeah, I felt the same as you. I was kind of like, why force it? Like,
yeah. You
know what I mean? That's when you come in, I looked at you, and I was like, bird gang, like.
Yeah, we kind of gave each other that look, like, all right, let's get out of here then, yeah? Yeah, because there's better sets. Like, that Asian set was actually decent for me on my, I don't know what yours was like, but like, but yeah, it's like there's better out there. There's better out there. There's no need to settle for something that you're not vibing with. Yeah. Just go with what you're vibing with and enjoy it. All right, boys, we got some shisha. Matter of fact, can I try the shisha?
Yes.
Hey, thank you for getting me to come here too as well. Like, I was about to go home, but you're like, oh, let's just come pop out. Now I'm like, I think I want to chill, and I'm enjoying the vibes. Wow. Yeah, this is really good shisha. Wow, that's great. All right, so I was gonna say, I was comparing, okay, this is a deep topic I want to talk about in future videos, but I'm gonna brush on it right now. I really want to get into social circle game. Okay, so I'm gonna compare social circle game and cold approach pickup to farming versus hunting. In Budapest, it's almost senseless to do social circle. It's like, why waste all your fucking time trying to build a social circle, do this, throw events, invite people out, when you can just do 10 approaches, and out of 10, on a good day, you'll close like 5 of them and you'll get 3 dates. Easy. Bro, the amount of leads I have from Budapest, I remember it got to a point I'd be going out and I would get like 20 leads per session, and I had 3 girls on rotation. It's ridiculous. I didn't have time. Every time I leave Budapest, I pretty much have a girlfriend by the end of it. I pretty much have literally a girl from Hungary wants to fly to Bali. She's like looking at flight tickets right now.
Wow.
I'm kind of scared. I'm like, damn, do I want to bring her to the island of fuckboys? But okay, whatever. Like, whatever. It is what it is. When I get to Bali and I see this competitive environment, I find that cold approach is just not as effective as social circle games. So I was in Bali in June. I gamed here for 3 months, and my best nights and pretty much most of my pools came from when I was running some sort of social circle. When I had other girls I was approaching with, when I was approaching in front of them, when I invited a bunch of people out, and there was this like pre-selection when I'm around a lot of girls and girls see it. Now you look like the best option. Now you look like the shiny object in the room. You saw it in Black Sand. Dude, when I look around in Bali, in a bar in Bali, all I see are really, really cool guys. Surfer guys, athletes, entrepreneurs, guys with style, all different types and flavors, and promoters and DJs and all these cool fucking people, like genuinely cool people. And it's really hard to stand out from that. And listen, I'm all about becoming the best. Optimize your game to the fucking fullest. I love cold approach. I love the hunt. Genuinely love the hunt. But when I look at it in a pure logical sense, I'm like, well, what's more effective? Just going cold approach, doing hundreds of reps and trying to optimize that? Or do you optimize for both, where you have cold approach, stacking as many leads as possible, you're really good at it, then implementing social circle, where you're inviting everyone out and you're seen as the coolest motherfucker there and you're just winning because of that. Now, it's another thing is playing on looks and physical looks. Whenever you're doing cold approach, I think you have a slight advantage when you are very good looking, you're tall, you're jacked, and maybe you got a lot of money, you're dressed very, very well. When you do social circle and you have a bunch of people around you and all the girls know you and everyone knows you and you just look like the fucking man in that environment, it's just, to me, it's more effective. It's just 10x more effective. Honestly, another thing I want to start to shift in my game is I'm tired of isn't it kind of draining trying to close everything? And then they don't follow back and you're following up and this and that and blah, blah, blah. I kind of only want to invite people out to cool things or close when I know they want me, when they ask me for my Instagram, and just go for that, because I feel like it's a waste of time when you're always trying to close everything, and it's just like they're getting hit up by like 10 different guys, and now you're like the 10th guy to try to close and take her on a date. It's just like, I don't want to be part of the massive group of guys trying to take her on a date. Compared to like Budapest, she's happy to go on the date. You close, you say, hey, do you want to go on a date tomorrow? It's like, yeah, let's do it. You can go on dates. I went on 15 dates in 30 days. My first month in Budapest when I had barely any game, when I hadn't even started coaching yet. I had a little game, but like, it wasn't that good. 15 dates in 30 days. It was just like shooting fish in a barrel. Found a girlfriend. Every time I go to Budapest, I find a girlfriend. It's just...
With Social Circle, would it take more groundwork in the sense that you have to build it?
More like strategy, more planning, more Social Circle. I've only done it successfully a few times where, as an example, I invited like 4 girls out. 2 showed up. I went there, I ran into like 3 girls I knew, who I ran into maybe 7 times previously at Black Sand, always vibing with them. Never escalated. It kind of got close a few times with one girl, but it was just like, whatever, it just never happened. And we just ran into each other, we were just friends. The minute she saw that I brought 2 girls, that night I pulled her. One of the girls, a South African girl. We ended up hooking up like 3 nights in a row. This was earlier in the year. And it wasn't until she saw me with this really cute Spanish American girl from New York who was flirty. I had just invited her out. I met her at the beach. She was just visiting. She didn't know about Black Sand. She's all over me. My friend is. And then the girl that I knew walked up to me and just started giving me IOIs like crazy, because in her head, if she was like 30. And the girl I brought was like 21. If she can steal me away from this 21-year-old, how would that make her feel? Oh, I'm hot as fuck. It means so much more now. It's like I'm the prize. And I just said, fuck it. If she wants it, she wants it. And then it just escalated from there.
And then did you ditch the 21-year-old?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I lost her. Yeah, but I won in the like, I lost her. Actually, no, but we still became friends, and I still invited her out to another event, and she still came. So even then, it's like, girls don't care. It's like, I never was on a date with her anyways. It wasn't like I owed her anything. I did ditch her for that night, but it didn't lose her as like a quote-unquote friend. So it was like a win-win. So it just seems like the more people you know, the better. And that's why promoters are so fucking successful. They always have girls around them. A lot of girls are like, oh, you're a dating coach? You don't have a girlfriend? I'm like, yeah, but I teach how to like become a man whore. I don't really teach how to, genuinely. Yeah, and I don't say that, but I'm just like, yeah, well, it's not really what I teach. But the first step to getting a relationship is going through some action, trying to figure out what you like.
What's one piece of relationship advice that you'd give?
We're just having a deep conversation on this. And I would say this is actually something I got from Tai Lopez. He has a dating course called 13th Thesis. He doesn't talk about cold approach. He talks all about logistics of dating as an entrepreneur. And he said the number one thing you should do to have a good, healthy, long-term relationship, and I can say this from my own experience as well, is change your location. If I lived in Budapest for more than 3 months, it would be very, very, very hard for me not to find a good girlfriend. Because I start dating these girls, and then they come home, and they cook for me, and they want to fuck me all day, and they just want to do wholesome things and go home early. Thank you. And they talk about love, and they talk about relationships, and they talk about having kids, and they talk about the future, and they're literally like 19 years old, or 21 years old, or 22. And they're that early of an age talking about it. And they love American guys for whatever reason, and they just are built like that. Whereas a place like Canggu, Bali, we just compared it to Ibiza, where the people who come here are transient, they're here to party, they're here for fast fun and connections, and the people who live here are usually the same way. They're very novelty seeking. And what Tai Lopez talked about is he talked about how there's 4 different M's of motivation. There's movement motivation, which is you're motivated by movement. There's mastery motivation, where you're motivated by getting better at a skill. There's material motivation, where you're motivated by money. And there's mating motivation, where you're motivated by love. He also said that we're psychologically motivated by different things as well. Some people are more cortisol motivated. They're motivated by what scares them. Evolutionarily, we need all these kinds of people. There's people who are motivated by fear of like what might happen, and they're usually not going to travel much, and they're usually going to stay in one place. There's other people motivated by serotonin. They're motivated by deeper connections with people, having lots of friends around, and they're really motivated by their friends and their loved ones. There's people who are motivated by dopamine. It's me. Most people who come to Bali are dopamine motivated. They want novelty. They want to be free. I just get so bored. Have you ever heard the same? You never notice how you hear the same fucking story every day here in Bali? Oh, I got bored of my 9 to 5. I just wanted to find myself and blah, 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 blah. It's just you hear the same fucking story. It's because basically this is an island of mostly dopamine motivated people seeking novelty. And I vibe really well with these people. I feel like I fit in here, but I do not want to marry someone who's like me. It's not the right fit. I want to marry someone and date someone long term who's more serotonin motivated, someone who's more motivated by family and deeper connections. And I find women in particular, I think men kind of get it here. They're like, nah, don't find your wife in Bali. But women in particular are always trying to find the husband in Bali, and they're hypergamous by nature, so they're trying to date the guy at the top, and they're finding all of these fuckboys and dopamine motivated guys who always just, they're super cool, they're like really fucking awesome, but they're no way in hell committing, and then they're just getting ran through here in Bali. And honestly, deep down, I'm kind of like, I feel like girls who stay in Bali just get ruined. I don't think it's a good thing for a girl to stay in Bali. I don't think it's healthy, because inevitably a girl's instinct is to find one man and have her lock in, but now she can't here in Bali, and she thinks it's like, what's going on? And then she goes back home and none of the guys are as cool, and it's just this bad cycle. And now, that being said, some girls are more dopamine motivated, and they don't want to, they kind of like the fun, fast-paced life that they live here. That being said, if I had to give one piece of advice to anybody to get into a long-term relationship, I think it's so fucking simple. The only reason I wouldn't coach it is because, honestly, if you learn cold approach and you just move to a location like Budapest, you'll find a wife within 2 months.
Really?
I mean, maybe more time if you really want to be selective, but literally, it was so hard not to get a girlfriend there, because once I did go on a date and hook up with a girl, she would call me first thing the next day. Yeah, I know, right? Like, can you even imagine that happening in Bali? She would call me first thing the next day. She's like, I know, it means a lot to me that I had sex with you, and I want to see you again. She'll call me every week. She calls me when I'm here. She wants to cook for me. She wants to support me in every way. And I'm kind of standoffish. I'm busy. I'm this, I'm that. And she's like, okay, I'll just come over and lay on your lap while you work. Yeah, like, girls are like that. Girls can be like when they like you, they're like that. But here in Bali, it seems like everyone's too busy. Everyone's got too many options, things to do. There's 20 guys hitting on them at the same time. They're getting fucked over by a lot of these guys. The guys just leave them, and it's just a big cesspool. It's just a lot of mess. I like Bali for different reasons. I would never try to find my life partner. I think it was a fucking mistake. And I have fell, quote unquote, for some girls here. And every single time, it's happened a few times, whenever I've even tried to hang out with these girls that I've literally slept with and fucked, they're still too busy sometimes. It's hard to even hang out with them. And the girls that I really like are really awesome girls. Like, they're getting dragged in so many different directions. And so am I. I'm a busy guy. So, yeah, it's just kind of like, that's a downside of Bali. People think it's good for dating. It's not. It's fucking not. It's the worst place for dating, long-term dating in the entire world. Every now and then you'll see some unicorn relationships here, but you'll also see here relationships where the girls are always flirting with other guys and they can't help it. Yeah. There's just too many guys hitting on her, and the boyfriend is just trying to like manage it all together, and it's just like, I don't want to be that guy. No. Just seeing your girl get hit on left and right, everywhere you go, and you're just like, fuck, man. Anyways, but you know who are really good at denying guys, rejecting guys? Can you guess? What country of girls are really good at rejecting guys when they have a man?
Russians.
Yeah, right? It's funny how it's like there's no even question. Russians are really good at rejecting guys when they have a man. Yeah. They're the only girl, when you talk to them, you approach them, they're like, I have a husband, you can see that there's nothing you can do to get through. Whereas like Western girls, it's kind of like, damn, you got a husband? You was talking to me like that? Okay, like shit.
What made you stop drinking and going out?
I'd never been a big drinker. Literally my entire life. I just never really was an alcohol kind of guy. But I've always drank with friends and stuff. And during my first round of boot camps, I drank pretty much every boot camp. Not a lot, but I would have a beer. Sometimes a beer every night. Sometimes two, depending on the students. Some students like to drink a little more. And I was like, it was fine. It was actually sustainable for a little bit and didn't really affect me much. But it did become a habit. And it almost felt like a small crutch in the beginning of the night, where I kind of felt like I needed one drink to get the gears going. I was like, fine, whatever, it's just a drink. Then it would become two, and then someone would be like, well, let's take a shot. And you're like, all right, well, fuck it, let's take a shot. then every now and then I'd get fucking wasted because, for example, one time I was on boot camp. I'm with my student. On the way home at 2 a.m., we meet two girls. We go into another bar. I'm already 1 or 2 beers in. We buy another beer, and then they buy double shots. Drink the whole beer, drink the shots. And then from there, I don't have a high tolerance because I don't drink that much. I'm just fucked up. We don't end up pulling because my boot camp student fumbled it. It's okay. I go home drunk as shit. I'm like, I'm fucked up. I wake up the next day, barely slept because the room let in a lot of light. I didn't have a sleep mask at the time. Hungover and feeling ill. And it's day 2 of boot camp, and I got 4 more days. And I crushed it the whole day. And I actually performed very well that day, despite being ill, by just sheer force. Just push through, let's do it. But that was hell on earth. But still didn't even learn my lesson there. Kept going, came to Bali, was gaming really hard in Bali nightlife over the summer. Every night I was going out. Like, I was treating my life like it was a non-stop boot camp. I don't even know why. I thought I wanted to get better, but in reality, I think I could have just used a break and I probably would have came back stronger. But anyways, that's besides the point. Going out, I'm hanging with people who are smoking cigarettes, like maybe a pack a day, like a lot. So I'm smoking cigarettes. I'm hanging around people who are also drinking. I'm drinking a beer or 2 a day. And I'm just getting fucking fat. And I'm getting unhealthy. I'm missing the gym almost every day. I'm barely making it to the gym because I'm just busy. I'm waking up late. I got shit to do. I run to the beach to film. And my anxiety and my gut health is ruined. My anxiety is so high. I'm getting anxiety attacks, consistent gut problems. And then finally I reach my boot camps in September. By then I get sick again during boot camps, like genuinely ill, fever, cold chills on the second day of boot camp. And then on the last day I catch like one of the worst food poisonings I've had in a while, throwing up for hours. Just puking my guts out. And then thank God my 3rd week of boot camp canceled. He rescheduled it. So I had that 3rd week off after getting really sick. It took me about 4 or 5 days to heal from that. I was just genuinely ill, anxiety like crazy. Man, it was like one of the worst I've been in a while. So after that I recovered, did another boot camp. And that last boot camp, I was just like, I'm so done with my habits. I'm so tired of my own habits. I'm done smoking cigarettes for the most part. I smoked it here and there. I'm done drinking. It's just like when I look at alcohol, I see zero benefit now. I'm just like, this is just, ugh. Like, I don't even see the point in it. Like that girl offered us a beer earlier. I was just like for a split second, I was like, ooh, free beer. Then I was just like, ugh, the way I'm going to feel after that's going to be awful. Just disgusting. And I'm like, what's even the point? It just ruins your health. Yeah, it just ruins your health. I just don't see the point in it. My game does not get any better. I've had the best nights of game in my life, completely sober, and I, for a second, thought maybe it was helping my game, but it wasn't. It was just a crutch. I mean, maybe in that one night where I felt that buzz, it got me started, but no, it's not worth it.
So you would say that since stopping, it's improved your game?
It's improved my health, which overall in the long run has 1,000% improved my game. Because I'm showing up more, I'm more consistent. Just overall, my life is getting better, so I'm able to game every single day rather than have one fun night but not be able to show up the next day. Everyone knows that alcohol is the biggest crutch in the world, right? Like you lets go of your stress and your inhibitions. You kind of get in the zone. I could see that being fun maybe once every 3 or 4 months. Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, and when I say once every, I mean like 2 beers, 3 beers maybe. Nothing more than that, because after you're wasted, my game gets awful. When I'm too drunk, I just can't even think straight. I just feel terrible. Yeah. So, yeah. When I was gaming in the Budapest meetup, I don't think anyone was drinking. I don't remember seeing anyone drunk during the meetup. 10 guys, and everyone was crushing it. Yeah. It just wasn't even necessary. Yeah. Matter of fact, who did drink during that? I feel like the people who drank did the worst. I feel like the people who drank were mostly in the corner watching most of the time. We were trying to get them to approach. Yeah, I feel like the people who were drinking were not gaming as much, in my opinion. So I feel like, yeah.